Savos doesn't care for... You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth. Care to try out a new ring? Or perhaps my daughter could make you a necklace.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Be careful who you talk to.
What do you need?
Want a cut of venison or mutton? Of course you
Outsiders aren't trusted in Markarth. Best keep that in mind.
Redguard craftsmanship in every piece. Redguard craftsmanship in every piece.
You're the one cast those illusions. Impressive.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. This is the Silverblood Inn. If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me and... Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. I think she's sitting by the fire. Poor girl. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth. Yes, yes. Got a witch hunter in town from the priesthood of Stendar. Keeps asking questions about that old abandoned house. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Degane the Beggar got himself... Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella.
Drinks here are watered down,
But they're cheap.
Guards are
Need
free
something?
to search your
We've
room.
lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out.
We don't fight, son. We, talk.
The Forsworn? That's right, I'll say it. We all knew. Even that fat-headed slave-driving mullish knew. Just ask him about it. Another honest man lost in all this madness. And for what? The Forsworn? That's right, I'll say it. Another honest... He's a damn tyrant, always being goaded by the Silverbloods to get more work out of us. They pay us next to nothing. We get beaten if we make a mistake. And where are our kind Nord rulers? What are they doing? Typical.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend.
You're gonna try to talk sense into that orc? I'll believe it when I see it. Until next time.
Fire! I tell you, I never should have
Do
come.
something! Somebody help!
Please, I'm telling you, do something.
You've had enough.
This is the Silverblood. Got a witch hunter in town. Did you hear? The Hall... Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus.
Drinks here. We've lost a lot of good people to... The Forsworn? Another... We've lost a lot of good people to... He's a damn tyrant. They pay us next to nothing. We get... You're gonna try to talk sense into that orc? I'll believe it when I see it.
Make it quick.
There's no
Guards
shipments
are free
coming
to
in,
search your
so
room.
I do nothing.
Just keep that in mind.
Just drink. You a fighting gal? How about a little bet? Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. I'm a porter. Just some muscle hired to move heavy packages. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack every caravan. So all I do is sit here and drink.
Washed the floors and checked in on all our guests.
Ah, my
Oh
son.
yeah, pretty
You'll
little
be a
thing.
fine innkeeper
Been sitting by the
someday.
fire all day.
Like your father.
But Mother says you're a terrible innkeeper.
Never mind.
I
your
think
mother.
I'm going to get another
You listen
drink.
to me, and you'll be a great man one day.
Unlike my husband Klepper, I watch after our guests.
What was
Now
that
you
said
just
to
tell
him
me
and
if you
his
need
wife,
something.
Ivana?
Nothing.
Yes?
Pig-headed
What can I do for you?
Just here to drink. Don't get involved in that nonsense. Just want to work. Really should talk to Mullish if you have a problem with one of the workers.
Could you please clean out our guest rooms?
Clean the
Alms.
rooms
I
yourself,
said
Pepper.
alms, you
It's
back...
not like you do anything important.
Aye, a whole heap of it.
No,
You see that
just
temple?
checking the
Way up
guests and
there?
manage the coin
All
and
them
keep the
women
roof
keeping
over
to
your head.
themselves?
No, nothing
Won't let
important.
poor Degain in, nope. Not even for a look.
has changed.
But they've got a
But the
treasure
inn is
in
as
there.
lively as ever.
Gold statue size of a
The city
child.
hasn't changed
Who knows
that
what
much
they
either.
use it for, but
Same old
I know what
dwarven
I'll
stones
use it
gathering
for.
the same old moss.
Well, let's not
Stones
put it
are
like
for fatherly
that.
love.
Wouldn't want the
The
Thieves
forsworn
Guild
interior
catching
reach
wind
apart.
of us, eh?
Let's not talk
Nah,
about this over
just
dinner.
creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in
What
Riften
you have
promised.
tonight?
You'll be helping
Something
out an
simple.
old beggar,
Stew,
and the
perhaps.
divine smile on that sort of thing.
Again, Papa?
Don't mind the yelling. My parents are always going at each
Go
other.
and buy some meat.
I'm just here to clean up.
Maybe. Let me think about it.
How about a septum? Wait, make that 2 septums. I feel like
I work silver,
He tried to
like
kill
my father,
Margaret,
and
right
his
in
father
front of
before
me.
him.
What's happening to
My
the
wife
city?
Kira runs our jewelry stall in the market.
Why can't the men in this city leave me alone?
What can an old skull do for you, huh? That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students. Good fighting to you.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer, and I just might fight at your side.
Aye, she's by the fire.
Watch your back, friend. Better
What can I
yet,
do for you?
pay me to do it for you.
Grandmother would have cried
I'm
if she
sorry.
saw how deft our daughter
I'm still a bit dizzy from everything.
I'm proud
Need
of both
something?
of you. I haven't been so busy since those
Not
nobles
much.
from Solitude came into this
One
city
moment I
3
was
years
buying
ago.
a necklace
I
and
miss those days.
the rest is just a
Before
blur.
the Forsworn took up arms again. When you could
Just
walk the
visiting.
roads in peace.
I had some business here. That's all.
Endon, dear, please don't.
Was it that
Take your
obvious?
frustrations for work.
Damn.
You're right, dear.
I must be
Sorry to
losing
worry
my
you.
touch. I'm one of General Tullius's agents. I was sent to investigate the Treasury House and the Silverblood family. They own Sidna Mine, one of the toughest jails in Skyrim. I was hoping I could buy or steal the deed, but I don't think that's how things work here. Mark my words. Thonar Silverblood was behind that attack in the market. Somehow. Rather not talk. I have to head back. To Cyrodiil soon.
Why can't the men in this city
Gone,
leave me
for the
alone?
age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the stormcloaks and restore what we own. Our blood and our steel will take back our home. Sure, what can I do for you? Sure. My voice could use a rest.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
Did you see that, madman? A forsworn agent, here in the city. This has ruined my entire day.
Why that is, Clever?
I don't know, my darling wife. I assume
I'm
you're
gonna be a
to tell me-
silversmith one day, like my
It's
mother and
rotten
father.
because the wood is cheap and it's soaked with ale. Now we'll have to replace all the furniture before bugs.
Don't worry, my love. Just show the bugs you're adoring. They'll scurry away in complete fear in no time.
You're an idiot, Klepper. Why did I ever marry
work
you?
silver.
Rather not talk.
His father
I
before.
have to head back to...
There's no shipments coming in.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. Funny. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has
Just
plenty
here
of
to
strong
drink.
and clean.
Drinks here.
How about a sec? Check the shipments. Make that 2 cents. There are no shipments, I says. I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight. 100 septim says I can take you, barehanded. That's the spirit. Let's go.
He'll return when the war is over.
Drive that snow back to the ground.
joining
Do
the
something.
Stormtroopers.
Someone do
I'm
something.
Join the Imperial Legion like grandfather.
Do your worst.
If I was a young man, I would have done the same. Left.
That's all you got? That's your best, huh?
Someone do something.
Wait, I can still fight.
You're just gonna stand
No.
there and take it?
No, I can't.
Fight back.
Fair fight. Here you are.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune.
My favorite drinking buddy.
I just
Let's
might
get some
fight at your
meat.
side.
I think I'm going to get
Can't
another
be too
drink.
careful these days. The war and other dangers. For a fair price, I'll watch your back. You lost?
Warrens ain't for you. Trust me. The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the divines you can choose to live somewhere else. Oh yes, I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Trust is hard to come by here. But all right. All right, then. Yes?
You don't want to be here. No one wants to. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have battles or ataxia.
The Warrens isn't a place. It's where you... Laborers, the sick... That's right. Welcome. I guess someone else will be taking it. Sorry, but you don't... Now, don't get all upset. Here, take it.
How about a septum? Wait, make that 2 septum. I feel like living it up.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to.
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. Someone who doesn't like you asking questions. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Yeah.
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 Do your worst. I'll tear you to pieces. Son of That's it? That's all you got? I'm gonna kill you. Just die. You mangy piece of pit bait. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear. Nepos is in charge. That's all I know. Nepos is in charge. That's all I know. Is someone there? Gah! Keep your hands to yourself. Nepos is in charge. That's all I know.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Looks like you weren't followed. Good. Once you've found out anything, come straight to me. So the clues point to the treasury house then. That makes sense. Thonar is involved in every facet of the city. Here's the gold I promised. Keep following the trail and there will be more in it for you. Nepos the Nose? He's been in Markarth forever, and he's well respected among the natives of the Reach. Good work. Here's your gold. I have a feeling Nepos gets his own orders, though. If you find out, I'll have more for you. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver.
Out of my way, outsider.
The treasury house is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here. I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. For one, Nepos the Nose handles... It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. I have records I need to tend to.
I work for the... Just here to work.
I'm just a servant. Don't pay me any mind.
You just let old Nat. I've worked in the treasury house for
I'm married to
20
Thonar
years.
Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me. My dear vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that, the people just insisted. My dear vagrant, and guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar.
Why are you bothering the outsider? Then you're talking to the wrong man. You want that elf in the keep, Calcimo. The only thing I'll tell you about Markarth is to stay out of our business. We have enough around here without some outsider causing trouble. I should get back. Out of my way, outsider.
Let's hear it.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything.
I'm just a servant. I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. Go. Go right ahead, then. Don't let me keep you. I have records I need to tend to.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. The Imperial agent? That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out! What? By the gods, that's it!
I yield! I yield!
Oh well. Must have... My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. Fine. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. Now he's out of control. Madanach, the king in rags. While we were off fighting the elves in the Great War, Madanach was busy ruling over the Reach. Until Ulfric came and put them down. My prison, the source of half the silver in Skyrim, the most secure prison in Tamriel. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under control. You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidna Mine for this. Now get out of my house. Get out of my house. Now.
I'm just a servant. Don't pay me any mind.
Fancy yourself an alchemist, huh? Never could get the hang of that.
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send her in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in. Go on in.
Need something?
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. He is the king in rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. My dear girl, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. Ha!
That's all you've got. Do your worst. No! I'm on your side.
We warned you, but you had to just go and cause trouble. Now we have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. We have a nice arrangement in this city, and we're not letting you get in the way. You have a problem with that? Take it up with Madanach. I'm sure the King in Rags and his Forsworn would love to meet you. Now you're coming with us. It's a life sentence in Sidna Mine for you. You'll never see the sun again, you hear me? No one escapes Sidna Mine. No one.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? Don't get smart with me. I'm in charge. You keep it up, I'll have your toes cut off. All right, open her up. Now you, get down there.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken. What are you in for, new blood? Violent one, huh? Best keep that to yourself, new blood. Others find out, they'll consider that a challenge. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it. Bottles of moon sugar. Khajiit use it as a pick-me-up. Good way to pass the time. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here. They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any. A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me, but I knew I'd be blamed. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing, got caught. Now I'm here. Because life was better under the old ways. No Nords and their laws. One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in their blood. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanach, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast. Madanach's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. All right, then.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh?
A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here. Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging. Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving. Fine. Go on in. But don't try anything in there. Madanach knows more than you think.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
I'm innocent. The Nords framed me. I was nowhere near that murder weapon. Guards say I murdered someone. I was just sleeping off some meat in my aunt's house. That didn't stop them from arresting me. I didn't even know who they said I killed. A couple of years. I wasn't a Forsworn when I came, but I joined up when I got in. Easier that way. All right, then. I wonder how Grandma Bethella is doing.
I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life. The first time, thieving. The second time, thieving. The third time, thieving. It kind of keeps going like that. First it was 6 months, then a year, then 2 years. Now I'm in for life. Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duak has a bottle of skooma, finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you. Until next time.
Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret. What do you want? I've digging to do.
I don't want to talk about it. Long enough.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep it down. I'm a Forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kinsmen, but the Silver Bloods want their ore mine, so they threw me in here. Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now, but something keeps me going. You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skooma's mine. Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you. Whenever I get out of here, I'm gonna kill a Nord. All right, then.
I was sent here
Jarl
because
decided
someone
I was
said
too
I was
much
a
of a
Forsworn.
problem. Threw me in here with the... Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay? Uh-huh. Don't suppose you'd want to take that fire somewhere else? You know, somewhere away from me?
You serve your time by dig. Prison's not so bad. Less complaints when I kill people.
Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Our vengeance will... Well, so, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about... Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Do I? What about you? What right did you have to meddle in my affairs? Kill my people? Was it worth it? Your truth? You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nords stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. So many say that, at first, until they realize the truth. If you change your mind, speak to Breg. Tell him I sent you. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Dhonar's Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshipping our gods. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are, the Forsworn, criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free. Our struggle is our people's struggle. Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both... My story, huh? Everyone in Sydna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. I'm not Monadnock. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. Till next time, don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
Do you remember the sun? Because you'll forget. Soon. Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family. Each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting. Huh. You know, I'm almost beginning to like you, but you haven't earned your place out of here yet. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Sidna Mine for good. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
Jarl decided I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life. Don't suppose... What? No! No, don't kill me! Please! All right, then.
Is someone there? Where are you? Can't hide from me. No! That's it? That's all you got?
You can't beat me!
Your end.
Challenge me?
You don't have a chance! You want? Huh? You've already lost.
Your end will bleed.
You can't beat me! That's
Damn you!
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn. I swear, if I ever get out of here, I'm giving up thieving. Really.
Hey!
My eyes inside Sidna Mine tell me that Madanak is dead. You've done a great service to the Silver Blood family. I've had the Jarl officially pardon you and take care of a few other loose ends. And you've proven that was the best move I could have made. Don't give me that look. You're free to go. Here, how about a little token for your efforts? My family's ring and all the things the guards confiscated from you when you were jailed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to figure out how we're going to fill our recently emptied mine. The silver divine smile on you. Never should.
Someone do something!
Not impressed.
The Silver Bloods pay their debts. You have my thanks.
oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line. These workers, always complaining. What? Are you telling me how to treat my workers? Do you have any idea how much metal the Silverblood family wants us to smelt? Wait, you win. I'll ease off on the beatings. Just leave me alone. Until next time.
I'll be damned. Someone who actually escaped Sidna Mine. You're the talk of the Warrens. I don't believe it. Someone sticking up for us? Here, it's a week's wages for me, but you've earned every coin. Until next time.
Your name's been cleared by Thonar Silverblood. Consider yourself lucky. I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards?
The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time. I'm sorry, the Temple of Dibella is closed. You can receive your blessing if you wish, but the other sisters are in seclusion. A heathen. Lovely. Oh, don't put on that angry look. I'm just teasing you. Dibella is the divine of beauty. She is a patron deity to artists and bards and those who seek life's simple pleasures. The temple offers her blessings to pilgrims, and instruction in enjoying all life has to offer. The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time. What can I... Well, you are lovely to look at, and there's so many things I could teach you, but I'm afraid the temple isn't taking in new students. Dibella's blessing to you.
Dibella, guide us.
What are you doing in here? Stay where you are. The mother will deal with you. Here she is.
And just what do you think you're doing? Unfortunately for you, we don't allow the uninitiated into the inner sanctum. You have committed a breach and must pay the penalty. Normally, a period of servitude. Luckily for you, there are more pressing matters. We could make an example of you, but perhaps you could be put to better use. The ceremony you so rudely interrupted was the exalted protocol of the Dibellan Sibyl. I don't expect you to know what that means. Suffice to say that our Sybil was recently lost to us. Through the protocol, we have seen the home of the next Sybil, to the north in a small village pressed against the stone. If you can travel there and retrieve our young Sybil, your transgression will be forgiven. So be it. We gave you a choice. Never should have come.
I'm sorry. The Temple of Dibella is closed. You can proceed.
Still here. How can I serve you, my Thane? I'll head back home if you need me.
Yes, my love? What do you... We have a cozy little profit? Here, this is your share, love. Goodbye, my love.